Hi, it's Diane Hayworth here, coach, author, speaker, and I have a story for you today. Have you ever had a time in your life where you really needed help? Where you were looking for help not only from the people around you, but you needed some divine intervention? That happened to me, and I want to share that story with you today. Over 30 years ago, I was pregnant with my first child. The pregnancy was not going well, actually. I was very sick, and it turned out I had to deliver 12 weeks early. Now remember, this is over 30 years ago, so not only am I in a small town and I have to be moved to a place where they had a neonatal center, right? But I had to go to a special hospital away from my family, away from my doctors, away from everybody that I knew. And I did have my daughter. Again, she's 12 weeks early. She was 2 pounds at birth. Now that's scary no matter what. But I was also dealing with my own physical issues at the time. We'd had the emergency cesarean. It just was a rough time. What should have been really one of the most joyous times in my life, the birth of my first child, was marred with drama and trauma, worry and fear. The baby was probably about 2 days old when my then husband at the time, Stephanie's dad, and I were in my room, and 2 doctors came in, and they had, I'll never forget the look on their face. I knew something was wrong, and I knew something was really big wrong. They came in and they said that they were the neonatologists and that our daughter had suffered a bleed in the brain, and they didn't know what that would mean. They didn't know if she would be blind. They didn't know if there would be some long-lasting mental issues. They just didn't know, but they had to tell us. At this point, I just broke down. And my then husband, who had been at my side the entire time, he just couldn't take it and he had to go out. So I was literally in the room by myself, sobbing, just saying, help me, please, somebody help me. And at that moment, 30 years later, it still gets me. At that moment, a woman who I'd never seen before appeared at the door. She never came in the room, but she appeared at the door. And I remember exactly what she looks like all these years later. And she said, "Excuse me, I'm another mother with a child in the NICU unit. I have a little boy, we're from Roanoke. I've seen you up there. I just came to tell you, it's gonna be okay." Still gets me. She said, "In this kind of situation, you just have to trust everything is going exactly the way it's supposed to. When you take it day by day, and when that's too much, you take it hour by hour, and when that's too much, you take it minute by minute, but everything's going to be okay." Let me tell you, from that second, everything changed for me. This feeling of peace came over me. Wasn't that I thought everything was necessarily going to be perfect or the way I wanted it to be, but I had a profound shift to trust. So the lady left. Again, she never came in. My husband came back into the room and I said, I want to go to the NICU unit. I want to go tell this woman how much she's meant to me. They get a wheelchair. We go up in this particular hospital at the time. The NICU unit was actually on another floor. So we get up there. It was a rather small unit, only 12 beds. And I asked the NICU nurse, "Where's the little boy from Roanoke? I need to talk to his mother." She said, "There's no baby boy from Roanoke here. I know everybody. There's nobody here." I described what the woman looked like. I told him what she was wearing, everything, and she said, "There's nobody here like that. No one." I don't know what you think. I think that was an angel. That's exactly the way I look at it. All I know is from that moment on, everything changed for me. I had complete faith that no matter what happened, I was held, I was loved, my baby was held and loved, and everything changed. Today, she is happy, healthy. She's spoiled, but I can't blame anybody for that. That was our fault. She's got her own beautiful baby boy, and every time I think of that, I realize I have divine support, you have divine support. All we have to do is ask and be open. I'll see you next time. Thanks.